Masters reveal spoiled on me as well. Remember I messaged you and I was like, oh my god, it's all over Facebook and Twitter.
No, I stay the hell away from social media. I really do, until I've seen the episode. There's people that tag me and stuff. Like, I'm sitting in work on Sunday nights. I'm not watching Doctor Who.
I know. I'm the same.
And my phone will go, whoop, and I'll look at it. Tweet. Oh my god, @VoteSax07, what did you think of the new Doctor? Or, oh my god, what do you think Captain Jack's back? You know, imagine if I'd went on to Twitter on that Sunday night and seen that.
See, the thing is, and I completely understand this, people think that because we run this channel or we have Follow the Nerd or, you know, you're doing your Vote Saxon or whatever, that this is what we do. And the fact of the matter is,
all we do is
this is all we do.
Sit and watch this.
And I do Follow the Nerd when I get 5 minutes during the day, in between looking after the kids, cooking dinner, running to school, working. That's when I write my stories. Yeah. This isn't my life. This is just a thing that I enjoy and I do.
It's a hobby. It's a pastime.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
And I understand why people, because when I'm reading Empire magazine or I'm thinking, this is this guy's job. Yeah. It's not my job. So I don't always get to be on top of things as quickly as I'd like to be.
Yeah, exactly. It would be nice.
Yeah.
But that's just not the world we live in. And another thing too, the days of people sitting down to watch live TV are long dead. Gone. So what the hell is the point in putting up an article, schedule an article to go up at 8 o'clock whenever the episode ended? There's a fraction of people that have seen that.
I know.
Live TV is dead, and it's also the box they're going to bury it in.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, when we have streaming services, do you know what? I haven't watched Doctor Who live in years.
No, I'm the same.
Do you know where I watched Doctor Who? iPlayer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm the same. I'm the same. I watch nothing live.
Like,
I literally watch
audience.
nothing live.
No, neither do I.
I don't remember.
That TV doesn't even have an aerial plugged into it.
Yeah. I don't remember the last time I was like, oh, here, this is on at 8 o'clock. Let's sit down at 8 o'clock and watch it.
Why would you do that, though? Whenever you know that you've got catch-up services, you've got streaming services.
I know.
You can watch it whenever you want. Watch it at your own leisure.
Yeah.
So what is the point of live TV anymore?
I know. Yeah, I know. But it's really frustrating when you're trying to not... It just feels like nothing... You don't go into anything not spoiled.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying. But anyway,
and then, of course,
that's just a gripe.
We have our little classic anoraks who will be there at 7 on the button to watch an episode of Doctor Who.
Oh, but you know what?
And live tweet it.
That's fair enough. And because I remember the time when you used to look forward to, oh, this is on at 8 o'clock, everything has to be done. Yeah. With a wee cup of tea and a wee biscuit, sit down at 8 o'clock, everything's cool.
Yeah, but you're talking about 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's 10 years ago.
At the least.
But I respect people that can still do that. And fair play if your life allows you to do that. Yeah, but my life doesn't allow me to do that.
I can't.
Yeah,
I have far too much on. Like, I mean, yeah, I don't have kids or a family or anything like that, but I'm still fairly busy.
It doesn't matter if you have kids or a family. Life is just chaos for everybody now.
It is.
But yeah. Oh, and one quick retraction, by the way, I need to say. Star Wars Resistance, the animated series.
Yes.
I actually started watching it.
Well.
I put it on last week just because I was working in the house to put something on. Do you know what? It's actually not bad.
Really?
It's all right, yeah. It's not great, but it's watchable. So, yeah. Well,
if there was ever a more positive review you could give for that show.
I know, it's not the thing. We're at that stage now where if something's not absolute shite, it's all right. That's what Doctor Who is now.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, oh, Jesus, it wasn't absolute... My eyes didn't bleed at one point. So it was all right.
5 out of
10. yeah, would recommend. Yeah, so that's where we are with Doctor Who. I've never... The inconsistent writing is doing my absolute head in. Because I loved the opening episodes with the Master. I thought they were really good.
They were fantastic,
and then that one... What do you call that one?
Orphan 55.
Or 55, whatever.
Benny!
It was honestly, tripe. The worst hour of TV
pure unadulterated
ever watched.
Tripe.
Yeah. And then...
they had the balls on them to end the episode leaving 2 people trapped with those monsters while like Ryan... Cardboard box of a person, no personality there whatsoever, no acting talent whatsoever, sits there and goes, but Doctor, there's 2 people that we have to go back and save. Meanwhile, the Doctor's off on a wild Greta Thunberg-esque speech about saving the planet, otherwise it'll end up like this.
And by the way, she went back and saved that guy in this week's episode.
Yeah, so what the hell?
You know, so she obviously could have went and she saved those 2 people.
Yeah, she just buggered off.
And that episode, the Nikola Tesla episode, was just the most boring. It wasn't bad per se, But, oh my God, it was boring.
Yeah. Joe, where it lost me, whenever your scorpion woman showed up, that's the worst alien I've ever seen in Doctor Who.
She was completely what do you call it, the Arachnos? That was just what she was.
But she looked awful.
Yeah, no, it was brutal.
That's one of the worst looking aliens I've ever seen.
And it was such a bad performance.
But, like, not even that, though. Like, the face paint.
Yeah.
The face paint that they put on her.
Yeah.
It just looks like glossy paint.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Did they run out and go to B&Q?
I know.
Matte Black, please.
I know. It was really bad.
She had fangs on her head. I want you to know this, right? And understand this. She had fangs on her head.
Sure, why would you not? Why would you not?
She had fangs on her head.
Yeah.
Completely pointless.
Sarlacc face.
I wish.
So that episode, and then what was the next episode? The next episode then was where they introduced the new Doctor.
And new Doctor.
Which I did enjoy. I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was really good.
I loved the Judoon as well. I thought it was a really cracking episode.
Yeah, because, you know, the funny thing was, I hate the Judoon.
Yeah.
I don't even hate them. I just...
Nothing.
They're nothing.
Yeah.
And when I heard they were coming back, I was like, God, really?
I made a joke in our review of this, right? The Judoon are what happens whenever you want to tell a good Sontaran story, but you don't have enough short actors.
Yeah. Actually, right. I watched your review and you said that.
Yeah,
that's true. I don't understand. The Judoon are just awful, but I really liked it. I thought they were well used in it. I thought they served a purpose.
Yeah.
And the twist then at the end was really good, and I liked it. It felt like classic. What do you call it? That brought back Christopher Eccleston. What do you call him? Moffat. No. Who was the first showrunner?
Russell T. Davies.
Russell T. Davies.
Yeah.
It felt like classic Russell T. Davies.
Yeah.
Or Moffat even. It felt like Moffat. Like a Moffat.
It felt like a nice blend of the two.
Yeah, and it felt like Doctor Who.
It was rather complex, but it was also balls to the wall funny.
Yeah.
And just a real great fun adventure.
And by the way, Jodie Whittaker was really good in that episode.
Wasn't she?
It actually felt like that was the first episode where she became the Doctor.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely.
Because even in that Orphan 5, we talked about this off air, that scene in Orphan 5, Orphan 55?
55, yeah.
Where she came into the control room and she was like, right, tell me what to do, what's happening, I'm the Doctor. And it just felt like, no.
Yeah, she didn't command the room.
There was no command.
Zero presence.
And I actually paused it and I said to my wife, I was like, is it just me or has she no presence here?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, she's really bad. You know, and like I said this to you again at the start, before we were just chatting at the start of the show, whenever... You know, the whole thing about the Doctor, and Smith and Tennant and Capaldi had this, they came in, they told you to tell them, and you imagine that you've just told them this thing, and you're like, wait, who are you? Why did I just tell you that?
Yeah.
And that's who the Doctor should be. But when she came in that scene, it was just like, you're really annoying. I'd be like, I don't know who you are, but please piss off.
This is a restricted area.
Please piss off.
Only. Yeah.
And that, you know, that was the problem. In that episode, she felt, in the episode with the new Doctor, what was that episode called?
Fugitive of the Judoon.
Fugitive of the Judoon. She was really good. It was the first time she felt like the Doctor. And then this episode, I thought her performance was really good in the... What did you call this week's episode?
Praxius.
I thought her performance was really good. I quite liked the episode. I thought the episode was well paced.
I thought it was good until it wasn't.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's actually a line I say in the review.
Yeah, it was good until it wasn't.
It was good until it wasn't.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was great.
It was... Yeah. It kept going and it kept up and it made no sense, but it was still fun. But...
I like when they do little things like that in this most recent episode where they split the characters up.
Yes.
And each of them has their own separate adventure, and it really helps with the pacing. Because when you have a Doctor and three companions all together all the time, someone's going to get shortchanged.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, whereas if you split them up, and I liked it too because finally in this episode, Yaz gets something to do. Yaz takes her own initiative to go, no, there's a thing inside that warehouse, I have to go back and get it. And she brings the vlogger girl along with her.
I, by the way, thought Yaz was going to bite the big one in this one.
So did I.
I just had a feeling Yaz was gone in this one.
Yeah, she was going to turn into like weird teeth, calcium things and blow up.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, my little girl said this to me afterwards and I hadn't thought about it when I was watching it. Do you know the girl, spoilers, that turns out to be an alien?
Yes.
The scientist-y girl.
Yeah.
And she has the infection. But the doctor says to her, why have you not puffed in the smoke? Oh, it must be because your physiology's different. Yeah. And then at the end she puffs in the smoke.
She puffs in the smoke, yeah.
And
because she's a bad guy and they need to get rid of her.
Let's talk about the fact that people are dying in this all over the place and nobody seems to care.
No one cares.
Nobody seems
Not
to care.
even the people that are dying care.
I don't know about you, but whether I knew a person or didn't know a person, if somebody exploded into dust in front of me, I would be absolutely traumatized.
Yeah.
And I know it's Doctor Who and it's sci-fi and you have to underplay all this stuff, but that guy, you know, the black guy on the beach who was helping them,
yeah,
he dies and nobody even mentions him again.
But not only that, he causes his own death.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what's his job? Stand there and watch the birds.
Watch the birds, yeah.
Right. So, you'd imagine, right, there's a lot of birds. It's a big flock of them.
Yeah.
There's loads of birds knocking about.
Yeah.
Alfred Hitchcock would be proud. So he's sitting staring up at the sky. There's all the birds swarming about in their crap CGI, right? And you would imagine, to look at a swarm, to observe a swarm, you need distance from it.
Yeah.
You need to stay
Especially
away from it.
since they're over the ocean. It's not as if they're behind mountains or over a hill.
Like, you walk away from it, right? So you have a nice big vista there, and you can see them, keep an eye on them, and see what they're doing. This guy walks away from the house that he could have hid in, walks out onto the middle of the beach going, oh, they look like they're getting violent. I'd better walk closer.
And my wee girl was like, I think I'd be a bit further away.
You're not wrong.
He just gets killed. And nobody mentions him again.
No,
he's
just dead.
not even mentioned again. And like the two girls in it, the two like vloggers.
Yeah.
Like one of them gets killed and busts into dust, and your woman, and then the next thing she's saying to Yaz, we could do this together.
Yeah.
Your friend just died.
No, like the episode ends, right, with the spaceman and his husband, right? They're going like, oh, like, it's such a stereotypical love story. Two people are married or in a relationship or whatever. Oh, they've kind of fallen out of sorts. Oh, they might not love each other anymore. They're put through a perilous situation and suddenly they're madly in love, right? Fair enough, I'll let that go. But then at the end, they say like, oh, well, we haven't had our honeymoon yet. We better go off on our honeymoon. She invites herself along with them to do the vlogging.
And your guy was like, no, why would we take you?
How's that a honeymoon? How's that a honeymoon if we've got another person coming with
I know, yeah. But I tell you what, do you know what has impressed me and what I have enjoyed this season, and I honestly believe it's because Bradley Walsh has been great this season.
Yo,
I've really loved Bradley Walsh this season, and I honestly think it's because he's sort of got to the point where he's like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna have fun with this, and he is having so much fun with this.
He is. He's great. Like
he's just getting better and better every episode.
Tap dancing with the laser shoes.
Oh well, that fucking curdled my piss a bit. But
oh no! Come on, that was funny. Don't make me give you the old soft shoe shuffle. It was ridiculous.
It was.
He's sitting shooting aliens in the neck.
I know.
With his laser shoes.
But his reaction when Captain Jack kissed him as well was unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. Sorry, do we know each other? This guy's just arrived in a trench coat and kissed me.
Oh god, yeah. I also love as well that's twice now they've done the whole thing. I mean, again, it's a fuck you to the fans.
Yeah.
Stephen Fry mistook him for the Doctor.
Yeah.
Now Captain Jack's mistaken Graham for the Doctor as well.
He's like, I love distinguished grey hair. And he's like, oh yeah, you never met Capaldi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just infuriating, and again, it all boils down to, it's not the problem with a woman being the Doctor, it's just the writing and the preaching, and it's just, you know, it's at its best. You know, it doesn't need to do all those stupid like even in this episode as well, it had a gay couple. The two guys were gay, and they were good. The characters were good. They were well. It wasn't too over the top.
No.
And you know, because whenever he went after him to find him, I'm not sure who it was, we were all watching it and somebody was like, oh, it must be his brother, and I was like, I guarantee it's not his brother, it's his husband or his boyfriend.
Or it's his boyfriend, yeah.
And that's the way it turned out, and that's fine. That's okay. It's good. It was good. It was all very good. I thought the two actors were pretty good.
No, see, that's what I like about it, because I never even thought about it.
The only reason I thought about it was because I was like, why is he after him? You know? And then I think it was my son was like, oh, it must be his brother, and I was like, no, I guarantee.
I just literally at this point, I don't question anything that's in Doctor Who anymore.
Yeah,
I'm just like, okay, that's the thing that's happening. I'm sure that'll pan out somehow. But no, like whenever he went like, no, he's my husband, and I went, I literally didn't do anything. I just went, oh, right, okay,
yeah,
and then and that leads to so. In most shows, you'll have a scene where, like, there's two gay people together, and all they do is bitch and bicker, right? In this one, they treated them like normal human beings.
Yeah.
The guy that came to Hong Kong to find his husband, he's struggling to hold it together whenever he's dying and all that shit's appearing all over his face in the TARDIS, and he looks like he's on the verge of death. Like, I felt for the guy. And then they also have this beautiful little human scene where the husband goes out and he's sitting looking over the ocean.